Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Dante back again with another video. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's been rocking with me, every one of y'all that's been supporting the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button. And listen, when I say I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, I genuinely mean that wholeheartedly because there's so many different things you could be doing with your time. There's so many other content creators out there you could be paying attention to, but you decided to check out my videos. I really do genuinely mean it when I say I appreciate it. And I'm not like these other people that just say things just so you can continue to follow me or continue to support me. If you genuinely appreciate what it is that I do, you genuinely appreciate the type of content that I put out, and you tune in, every time a video drop, I really appreciate it and I salute y'all. But without any further ado, starting a new segment, and this segment will be called This Week from the Streets. Each and every Sunday, I'm basically going to be reporting on stories that has gone on throughout the week. You know, everyone is in a rush to kind of report on things in real time. Sometimes it's hard to get all the facts in order. So I'm just going to wait till Sundays to kind of report on certain things that has gone on in pop culture, certain stories that have been reported on locally or regionally that I feel deserves some national attention or some national exposure. And again, my email is in the description of all my videos. So if you have a story in your city or your state that you feel needs to be brought to the national spotlight or the national stage, feel free to email me the video. And I'm saying, I'll look it over. If I feel like it needs to be highlighted, I definitely will, make a video about it. But without any further ado, this first story, unfortunately, is going to be pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? I hate to start it off on this note, but there was a 21-year-old from Sao Paulo, Brazil, 21-year-old young lady who unfortunately lost her life doing what we all tend to do while we're on vacation. We go on these excursions, we go zip lining, we go jet skiing, we go swim with the dolphins. And some of us are even a little bit more adventurous and decide to bungee jump. And that's what she decided to do. And unfortunately, it led to her demise. So 21-year-old Maria Eduarda Rodriguez de Freitas lost her life as she was bungee jumping in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Limeira to be exact, which is a city inside of Sao Paulo, as she was thrown. Well, yeah, she basically was thrown from the Skeleton Bridge, apparently trying to bungee jump. It was a 130-foot drop, and unfortunately, the staff members there forgot to attach her bungee cord. So they set her up, they put the harness on, they put the harness on her ankles, they put the headgear on, they did all that, lifted her up in the Superman pose, and people were out there filming too, which is the crazy part to me. People were out there filming and nobody noticed that the cord wasn't attached. And you can see in the video, I'm not going to show the entire video because I don't want to get demonetized, but they lift her up and they toss her over the bridge. And unfortunately, she hit the pavement about 130 feet below. The medical staff came by helicopter to try to get her up out of there. Unfortunately, it was too late. She had already passed away. 6 employees of the team were arrested. 2 of them tried to run through the woods, but they were caught by helicopter. And it's just a very sad situation. If you look at this picture, right, this is a picture of the bridge. Look at the distance between the bridge and the ground below. Doesn't seem like a long enough fall to be trying to bungee jump. So there's been reports that they were operating illegally. According to one police official, he said the bungee group was operating without proper permission, and quote, it was a team there that wasn't regulated. They didn't even have authorization to be there. According to, people who live within the area, they said that bridge had been abandoned for years, well, decades actually. So Miss Rodriguez on her Instagram post had posted that she was excited, you know what I'm saying, to go bungee jumping just hours before, meeting her demise. And she was a physical education professional out there. She worked at a gym. her fiance had to get medical treatment. I think he had to get taken to the hospital because he was just so in shock, and he had like a medical episode because he just couldn't believe what had just happened. Now, there's some theories out there that he may have had something to do with it. I'm not going to put that on him. You know what I'm saying? We got to wait till all the facts come out. But the facts are they were potentially operating illegally. 6 of them have been arrested because, you can't, even if you didn't mean to do that, that's still neglect. That's still some form of neglect, and someone lost their life. Somebody has to be held accountable for that. So again, it's something that's been going on. It's been viral. The bridge is the skeleton bridge. It was built for like a railway that never properly operated, and the structure just been sitting there abandoned for decades. So, the city hall of Lamira said it's going to sue the Brazil's federal government, claiming it had warned for months about dangerous access to the bridge and unauthorized use for extreme sports. So a few other people probably have gone there to either, bungee jump or, jump off with the parachutes. You know how the whole extreme sport, what I'm saying, community think they do things like that. So, rest in peace to this young lady, man. It's a very sad story. When I first saw it, I thought it was AI. I couldn't believe that it was actually real. Like they really threw that woman off that bridge like that. And people just sat there like nobody stopped and said, "Hey, the rope, the rope, the rope." Like even you yourself, you should be like, "Okay, I got everything, but where's like they attach things to it. They pull like when I go zip lining, they make sure they attach everything. They pull on it a few times to make sure it's nice and snug. And unfortunately, they missed it, and it led to her demise, man. So rest in peace to that young lady, man. And you could go watch the video if you have the stomach for it. Very sad situation, man. Superstar Twitch streamer 𝐂𝐿 announced his second annual Streamer University event in New York City. He held it at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice. And as you expected, it was nothing but pandemonium. Pure chaos out there. He had an in-person application, a free event for content creators to hopefully pitch themselves in hopes of becoming the next 𝐂𝐿. And, you had police helicopters out there, people standing out there for hours, some of them complaining about not having anything to eat. And then you had people posting their videos after being denied access or being denied being accepted to Streamer University. And you had people crying, you had people, doing things that would potentially get yourself denied from Streamer University. Some people were a little too old to be trying to enroll in Streamer University, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna let y'all check out the videos.
Damn, Kai. You posted this super short notice New York City in-person application for Streamer University that started at 1 p.m. I dropped everything, painted you this big-ass one-of-one Streamer University 𝐂𝐿 painting. Got to the spot at 10:30. It's now 6:30. So me and hundreds of other people stood in the sun for, what is 10? That's 8 hours. Just for you to end the shit while mad people are outside, feet hurting, bags hurting, knees hurting, haven't ate, haven't drank, been in the sun all day. But we all are out here chasing our dreams, following you, and you dip. Listen. Let me set it up for you. Okay? I'm telling you right now, you gotta come correct. You shaking ass? Denied. Oh, sorry. Denied! Sorry. Denied! No. I shake her. Really? We don't condone that. We don't condone that. So we do not. You keep calling me Kai. I'm being Sanat.
The ugly cry. So bad. Like, I'm just so angry because I was so close in the line. Got there at 6 o'clock in the morning. People were already sleeping out there, which was insane. I mean, if you want it, you're going to get it. You're going to do whatever it takes. Understandable. Met people, they allowed me to cut. People were cutting anyways. Because obviously people want it, or they want to be 𝐂𝐿, whatever the reasons are for, they obviously want to be in the front to get in first. So I was out there meeting people, making connections. I was grateful for that. But it was starting to get closer to time. First of all, people were passing out. People were pushing and shoving. Like, I'm so angry because I was so fucking close.
I think Black creators on this app need to be extremely transparent about the money that they make or the lack thereof. Because seeing the amount of young people or just people in general applying for streamer university is crazy to me, because a lot of the big black content creators that I follow have regular 9-to-5s, myself included.
So as you can see, people were upset. People's entire world was about to come crashing down because they didn't get into streaming university. You've seen stories of people passing out because they were standing out there in that hot ass sun, that hot heat for hours with no water, no food, just bubblegum and vibes. But you've seen some people actually made it inside to meet Kai, and they fumble. Like the young lady, what are you doing? You in there trying to submit your application and you twerking as soon as the camera come on. Soon as the camera hits you, you start twerking. Why? Y'all can't turn it off for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Like you had the other young lady crying. She was distraught because she got denied. And then you had the guy basically talking about, you know, how he was upset because he stood out there for hours. But my thing is, bro, you said you had like 400,000 followers on TikTok. And I understand that followers don't equate to dollars, but if you were able to build a following that big, like 400,000 followers is nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? Of course, maybe being accepted into streaming university may validate you as a person. Like you may feel like that's something that will validate you and you feel like you've made it. But I think that if you were able to build that big of a following, I think you on your way, man. You know, maybe connecting with Kai will help put you in different rooms, possibly. But I don't think it's the end of the world, man. You know, and just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support everybody that's out there chasing their dreams realistically and being logical about it. Because some of y'all, like I seen some lady quit her job to go be a part of the streaming university because it didn't align with her work hours. And it was just like, now you got denied. Now what? Said that job don't want you back. But yeah, if you are a content creator, man, and at the recording of this video this Sunday, he's going to be having more open applications in Los Angeles. Next week, he will be in Atlanta. So if y'all out there in Atlanta and y'all want to be a part of Streaming University and y'all want to kind of sell and pitch yourself to Kai Cenat, go right ahead. But he'll be out there in Atlanta. But again, man, if you were able to build a following on your own without the assistance of any big names or anything like that, man, I would say just keep going, man. You know, I don't know what your goal is, what the end goal is, but just keep going, man. Just keep doing what you've been doing. It's been working for you. So shout out to y'all, man. So this story might ruffle a few feathers. A Texas couple was sentenced recently to 40 years in prison for running a fraudulent chain referral pyramid scheme at the height of the pandemic. They were convicted in January on conspiracy, wire fraud, and money laundering charges. It's alleged at the height of their scheme, they had cheated about 10,000 people out of $30 million.
What?
30 M's. Yes. Authorities say they use a polished image and a reality TV appearance to build trust, but behind the scenes, they orchestrated a deceptive pyramid scheme built on fake playing boards and false promises of 800% returns. Now, listen, we all know about pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes, susus, and all that. If you believe that someone is going to provide you an 800% return on your investment and you fork over that money, you might as well just go out in your backyard, get you a little metal pot, put that money in that pot, get a little kerosene, a little gas, whatever, light that money on fire, because that's pretty much the same thing. You ain't getting that money back. It's gone. It's not coming back. Marlon Moore, 39, LaShonda Moore, 38, of Frisco, Texas, co-founded and ran Blessings in No Time. Oh, they used the Lord. They used the Lord to scheme, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Blessings in No Time, known as BINT, an illegal chain referral pyramid scheme that targeted victims during the COVID-19 pandemic from June 20th to June 2021. BINT targeted and recruited victims with false and misleading promises through weekly live stream video broadcasts to thousands of participants across the United States during the COVID-19 shutdown. People was in the house wondering what they was going to do, how they was going to pay their rent. They can't work. And then here they come with the perfect plot, the perfect scheme. Victims were falsely promised that they would earn 800% returns on each $1,400 investment and were guaranteed a refund if they were unsatisfied. So that stimmy check, y'all was giving y'all stimmy checks to these people? The Moors falsely held out BINT as a way for people to help their own community by paying blessings of at least $1,400 to participants who had already joined. The Moors falsely promised that new participants' blessing payments will be paid back eightfold within a few weeks. BINT was falsely presented as an altruistic invitation-only community to help others during the economic downturn from the COVID-19 pandemic. They structured BINT to operate on playing boards that had positions for participants on 4 levels: 8 fires, 4 winds, 2 earths, and 1 water. Once 8 new participants were recruited to fill all 8 fire positions on the playing board, each fire was directed to bless or pay at least $1,400 to the participant in the water position. The water position is the head, I guess. A water participant then received 8 payments totaling more than $11,000, 11 stacks. After a water participant received his or her payment, other participants at lower levels would move up 1 level on the playing board and then be required to recruit new participants into the fire positions to perpetuate the scheme. To profit from the investment scheme, the defendants placed themselves in positions on the playing board so that they received many of the ultimate payments, and they otherwise diverted substantial money to themselves that was paid by the participants. The defendants' pyramid scheme victimized more than, again, 10,000 people across the country and inflicted more than $30 million in victim losses. If you can get people to buy into this type of scheme, like, what type of gospel do you have to be preaching? Because ain't no way you gonna tell me I gotta kick up $1,400 and then I gotta go recruit 8 more people. What? Ain't no way. Some people say that 40 years is harsh. I don't think so. 30 million, 10,000 people. You got to think, this is during the pandemic. So that stimulus check, people was really like counting on that stimmy. You know what I'm saying? People was really in the trenches counting, and they preyed on those type of people too. That's the messed up part about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the real messed up part about it. It was the people who really needed that money, not somebody that $1,400 and like, nah, I'll make it back next month. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll make it back this next paycheck. Nah, these were people who, like, lights were probably gonna get shut off, probably gonna get put out of their apartment because they couldn't pay their rent because they didn't get that money back, or the money that they thought they was gonna get back, man. And y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that 40 years was excessive? Or do y'all think that they got what they deserved because of what the crime that they committed? And they was actually on American Greed too. I think a few years back, if I remember. Yeah, I think this couple was on American Greed. I don't know how the hell they. Anyways, man, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Again, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And I appreciate y'all, man. Once again, man. Till next time.